Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we are starting with a new topic named magnetic effect of electric current. In this topic we are going to see how is magnetism and electric current are related to each other. Okay, see, this was given by Ørsted, scientist. He performed an experiment which shows the connection between the magnetism and electricity. Now what did he do? He took an electric circuit, okay, and this is my electric circuit, fine. These are my conducting wire A, B, plug key, fine. This is my positive terminal, negative terminal. So the current is going to flow in this direction. Fine. And what he did, he kept a magnetic needle near the conducting wire. Fine. This is my south pole, this is my north pole. Now he reversed the direction of the current. This is my plug key. Again he kept a magnetic needle around it, south pole and the north pole. Fine. Now what we are going to do, first we are going to see when the plug key is open, what is the direction of this magnetic needle. It is always resting in north-south direction. Fine. North and south direction. When we start the circuit, when the current is passing through the circuit, the needle starts to deflect. Okay, it is going to deflect in the west side. How it's going to deflect? Like this. Fine. So what it shows, that the magnetic field is produced around this conducting wire, right? That's where the magnetic needle is deflecting. So whenever there is a current passing through a conductor, how I can say what it shows, when a current is passing through the conductor, a magnetic field is produced around it. That is called magnetic effect of electric current. Magnetic field is produced around it. So Ørsted gave us the magnetic effect of electric current. Fine. According to him, according to the experiment he performed, what it shows, whenever a current is passing through a circuit or the conductor, magnetic field is produced around it. Okay. Now what I am going to do, we are going to reverse the direction, the battery, fine, or reverse the direction of the current. What we see, the needle still deflects, but now in the opposite direction. Sorry, it was deflecting in this direction, now it would deflect in the opposite direction like this. Fine. So in both the cases, the needle is deflecting. That means there is presence of magnetic field around the conductor. Okay. So now we are going to see what are the conclusions we can draw from the Ørsted experiment. The first is, whenever there is a current flowing through a conductor, produces a magnetic field around it. Produces magnetic field. Okay. That means magnetism and electricity are related to each other. Are closely related, I can say. Okay. Next, fine. Next, the direction of the magnetic field is what? See, now this is my conductor, fine, and it is deflecting in this direction. So basically it is perpendicular, right? So the deflection of the magnetic needle, see, this is my conductor and it is deflecting in this direction like this. Okay, so it is always perpendicular. Deflection is perpendicular to the length of the conductor, to the length. Fine, these two things we can conclude. One more thing what we can conclude, suppose if I keep on moving my magnet, an electric current is produced. Okay, I can even conclude where if I move my magnet, an electric current is produced. Fine, so these are the things we can conclude from Oersted experiment. Now taking the same circuit, we are going to see few things what happens when we do something like if we stop the current flow, or if we reverse the connecting wires, what happens, or if we take the magnetic needle away from the conducting wire. So first we are going to see what, whenever the current is flowing in the circuit, what we see, the magnetic needle is deflecting. Okay, suppose I stop the current now, so the magnetic needle would again come to its original position in the north and south direction. Fine. Now what if I reverse the direction, like in this case I have reversed the connecting wires, reverse the battery, what would happen? The magnetic needle would still deflect. Still deflects, but in opposite direction. Okay, as compared to before. Fine. Okay, it is still going to deflect. Now what do? I take this magnetic needle away from this conducting wire. Would the magnetic needle still deflect? Yes, it would still deflect. But the deflections would be less. But less deflections. So if I increase the current in this conducting wire, what happens to the magnetic needle? It keeps deflecting but faster. Okay, so if I decrease the current in the wire, it would still keep deflecting but little slower. Okay, the deflections become less. As in this case, whenever you take away the magnetic needle away from this conductor, then the deflections would be less. Okay, so we are going to see the factors on which this magnetic field produced depends upon. See, the first factor is what? Whenever the current, as the definition says, whenever current is passing through a conductor, magnetic field is produced. So the factors on which magnetic field depends. First is what? It is always proportional to the magnitude of the current in the conductor. It is always, the magnetic field is always going to be proportional to the current flowing in the conductor. Okay, this is the first thing we have to remember. Okay, now the second one, proportional to the current flowing. Now see, as in the previous case we saw what happens when the distance between the conductor, this is my conducting wire and this is my magnetic needle, is increased. It decreases, right? As the distance increases, the deflections decreases. That means it is also proportional to the, it is inversely proportional to the distance between the conductor and the needle. These all things are the factors affecting the magnetic field produced. What it depends upon, first, it's always proportional to the current flowing in the conductor. The more the current is, the more stronger is the magnetic field. And if the conductor is kept away from the magnet at a given point, okay, so this is inversely proportional to the distance between the conductor and the needle. Instead of needle, we are supposed to consider a point. Suppose I have to find out my magnetic field at this point, at this specific point. If it's far from the conductor, the magnetic field magnitude decreases. If it's near the conductor, the magnetic field magnitude is more. Okay? Fine. So if you like my video, do subscribe to my channel, do give a thumbs up, and do not forget to share it with your friends.